Yeah, Sven is... He's very explored now. Omni Knight counters him, Shadow Demon counters him. A couple of other heroes are also really good against him, Spirit Breaker mainly. Heroes that can disturb him a lot in the game. Heroes that counter him in team fights. Like, people just explore new options that are really good against Sven, so he's not as important anymore as he used to. Shadow Demon only has 4 fingers. Oh, what about Lash? He has 3.
Invictus Gaming's turn.
And they go Pugna, not a hero we have seen much at all recently.
Yeah, they're looking for 2 heavy pushers with the Oracle versus B. Those 4 can always fight, no matter what. This is a really good anti-mage game as well for IG, if they plan to pick it, by the way. But yeah, they just want to fight as 4 and then pick another hard carry for Never End, I assume.
5 seconds remaining.
Unless they want to go full push and pick like something like a Lycan. Which the last game didn't work out at all. So I just hope they don't go all in.
Team banned.
Yep, and there's the anti-mage.
Ready to blow up this Pugna.
And Lash.
I'm
It's really, like, both these teams, they just draft so weak
Turn to ban.
lineups against an anti-mage.
I'm very
Unless-
surprised that they wouldn't ban it out because, I mean, they banned more if they banned Storm. If they knew that they were going to pick up the Shrek and the Pugna, I'm surprised they kept the anti-mage available.
Yeah, I mean, unless they pick something like a Faces Void now for Never End, it's gonna be another game where you're just on the clock again. And being on the clock in Dota always feels really, really bad. But you know, you mess up once or twice, the game becomes just so much harder. Yeah, IG, just as EHOME last game, they're looking for a nuker in mid lane. They can go toe to toe against Pugna and Lich, burst them down. There's no Lina though. Pugna's quite annoying. I could go for a Kanka. Kanka's really good here. Or a Bandit, never mind.
See what this last ban ends up being for IG, but I mean, you've got 2 heroes that could just get blown up by anti-mage. What is that last pick other than, you know, if not Void?
For EHOME, it's very tricky for EHOME. They can choose to go full push, like a Venge carry or Lycan carry, but as I said, I really don't like it. Last pick for IG is a bit trickier though. What can they get? Like a Venomancer maybe? Venom is not good. Some damage, I need damage.
Dire team pick. Puck.
And they
Puck.
go Puck.
Well, I guess it's a magic nuker. Could be an offlane partner, Lash mid. And now Faces Void is even stronger. If they do want to go for the route. What else is there that could go toe to toe with an AM in late
10
game?
seconds remaining.
Could
Arrow Blade potentially,
5 seconds remaining.
could they
but they have Shadow Demon
potentially?
already. Potentially what?
I mean, it would be ridiculous. I've only seen it like once ever, but Spirit Breaker 3, Pugna 4.
It's
But-
possible, yeah. Like a forward used to run that quite a bit, I think.
Yeah.
Possible. What else there? Troll. Troll, Terrorblade. Like, no carry really seems good because they have Omni and SD already. Brood Mother.
Now select your hero.
And they really commit to the push.
Yeah, it's a carry Lash. Offlane Brood. Mid Pugna. How did Faith Bjorn already get the new Brood set? It just came out like 10 minutes ago. What?
That's what we were waiting for.
How did you get it? Bought like 20 chests already or what?
Well, it's not you would have only had to buy the 13. It's
Oh,
because
13,
it's
yeah.
it's not a rare or anything. So But he's got the new Brood set. Are there any other new sets here? I don't see any. I don't think any of the other heroes were involved in the new Collector's Cache too.
I don't think so, yep.
And what I haven't been seeing a lot recently in the Chinese region is the glitched items that a couple of people usually run. Like FY's Rubik has the Bleak Hallucination gem on it.
Is that the one where he drops cubes behind his butt?
No, it's a courier gem, and it's infused in his cape, I believe, and it ends up being like giving him kind of like a ghostly shadow.
Okay.
Like a blue shadow on the Rubik. It's very cool.
Does it interfere with the game, or does it just look cool?
It just looks cool. And then there's somebody who I forget who has it, but they have Undying, and it's connected to their tombstone. It makes the Undying look like he's constantly up in flames.
Fire?
Yes.
Yeah.
That one is very interesting.
There's also an Ursa set that makes him look like he's constantly overpowered.
I wonder which one that is.
Prepare for battle.
Yeah, some of them are very cool. I think you need like an autographed item or a self-created item. So like you need the artist's item or your own signed item from TI, and that's what they do to glitch the item. I don't know if you could still make them, but that's how they used to do it. So
Yeah.
is EHOME's lineup, it has to push quick. Like, we're seeing what IG wanted to try in the last game. What steps do they have to take that are necessary for accomplishing the goal that IG couldn't accomplish in the previous game?
Well, pushing lineups are always the same. You gotta win the lanes and snowball into pressure. So first step is win the lanes. The mid lane, Puck against Brood is not really good for Brood. Top lane, Omni, Rubik. No, Omni's actually bottom. They're switching it up. Putting... Oh, it's probably because they thought Brood is off lane. Or something. Because 430 is on the Puck now.
The battle begins.
Oh, anyway, I've never seen that happen before, that Faith BM plays middle and 430 off lane.
We'll see.
But regardless, you wanna win the lanes as as Dire and snowball into pressure. Otherwise, what happened last game will happen this game as well.
They just won't be really relevant the entire time, and it was just kind of IG holding on to hopes that they took a team fight.
Yeah. This is like as all in as it can get, pretty much.
So far, 3 heroes over top 2 for IG, so they need to be careful. Innocent's right in front by this creep wave. If he were to get, say, disrupted and then out of it telekinesis into the hands of GGG, could just be potentially dead. But finally, Ferrari's here. They'll TP dogfights down over bottom to go up against Andin Jinku on this Leshrac. And Spirit Breaker, excuse me.
Yep. We spoke about the Rubik Omni lane. Why it is so good. AM SD should be... Dire is definitely favored in the lane, but AM should still be able to farm.
Faith Beyond already kind of struggling here, although Emo does commit under the tower.
Yeah. The lane is not easy for Brood. Because the Puck can always clear out the spiders. He has a lasted damage advantage as well.
Are you somewhat surprised to see Brood up against this Puck?
Yeah. I said it's like not... It doesn't look like a good Brood game. It just reinforces the idea that they have of really putting on the pressure early.
Fortune's End shot forward at the Shadow Demon. A lot of damage being done there to Ollie, but GGG plays it aggressively and goes after Ferrari. No death between either side, but just some aggression. And Faith Beyond sitting about a full level behind Emo.
Yeah. I mean, the wave is coming to the tower now, so it should be somewhat even still. But bot lane, there shouldn't be any kills happening whatsoever. If you're looking for kills, it can only really be top lane.
Is there a point where Faith Beyond can kind of hold his own here?
I mean, Puck went, in my opinion, for the wrong skill build, so now he can't clear out the spiders because he doesn't have the nukes leveled up. Level 4 you want to have 2-2, and then you can instantly kill all the spiders. But now instead he has one in phase shift, that means he cannot clear out the spiders, which will make the lane much easier for the Broodmother. And we saw it just like have effect right away. All the spiders are still alive.
Yeah, so with those spiders still alive, he's able to farm pretty confidently, at least for the moment. And he's still behind against Emo. He's got a couple of creeps here under the tower, so we'll see if that evens him up. It gets him close, but he's still down about a creep or two. But it's going much smoother for Faith Beyond than it was just a minute or two ago.
Yeah, I mean, what happened the last game is happening this game again. The two side lanes are getting somewhat dominated. Like, AM is really far ahead. Partner linking in on the partner here as well, just draining all his mana. Has one blast left in the tank and that's it. Omni Knight farming much better than the Leshok as well. And yeah, if you don't win your silence in a pushing strat like this, it's gonna be a hard mid game ahead of you.
Not looking good so far here for EHOME. No kills on the board, but still down 1,000 net worth. Happy times right now for IG. Their biggest lead of the series so far.
Yeah. We'll see what I can make happen with it. Of course, AM still needs to get his battle fury, and 2 more items after that. But they're setting themselves up to a very good start here.
I think one of the differences here too between EHOME's pushing lineup and the IG pushing lineup is you're not as dependent on Serpent Wards and Exorcism. And ooh, yeah, Emo dies to Jinkyu, who came over to help Faith Beyond.
Yeah, he got caught out after using his orb by the Spirit Breaker. No chance of survival here. And yeah, like the Dire pushing lineup is definitely not as explosive as IG's was in the last game.
And then a charge to follow to bottom, GGG! Or top, excuse me, I said bottom. GGG, still dead regardless. I got the name right, just not the lane.
Yeah, and that means 3 bounty runes for the Dire set as well. Now that's what we're talking about. Making the rotations happen. Winning at least mid and one side lane. Bot lane is still gonna go quite poorly for the Lash, but it's not as important if you win 2 other lanes.
So, Faith Beyond holding his own, now level 6. He's actually overtaken Emo in experience for a split second. The Illusory Orb comes in, he hits level 6. He's now got that Dream Coil to work with. Faith Beyond going 3-3-0-0, at least to start. So 3 in the Spiderlings, 3 in the Spin Web. We'll see where Faith Beyond goes from here. And if we see Jinkyu come back towards mid, he is nearby, potentially looking for a charge. Meanwhile, up top, Ferrari is forced back. He's low on health and mana.
Yeah, but this is what we... this is where a Brood wants to be. Like, as soon as you're level 6, you can just go jungle, be much more efficient than the enemy mid laner. And we should see the Brood outfarm the Puck by quite a significant margin here. Point on. You can just farm all the jungle camps, even steal the Radiant jungle camps as well, if you choose to do so.
So is there a specific way you need to be placing your waves to be the most efficient?
Like, the most efficient you can be with 6 webs is you connect the 2 Radiant camps and the 2 Dire camps. Then on the triangle, then you can farm a triangle and 2 Radiant camps. And then once you're level 8, you can also farm the Radiant Ancients. So you can get completely out of control if the enemy, just lets you. I love playing Broodmother.
Is it one of your favorite heroes?
Oh yeah, I love playing Broodmother. I've been spamming it super much recently. It's just fun. Last pick, free win. Be good about yourself.
By that logic, it might be a free win here for the side of EHOME as they get yet another kill on the dogfights. What a bit of a difference between the start of IG and their pushing lineup and EHOME here as they've secured themselves 3 kills.
Yeah, we can also see the lane swap happening here. Omni-Knight needs to be against the Brute Mother. It's the only one that can really efficiently stay against him now. But again, as we said, Brute will just avoid him and farm the jungle. 1k net worth ahead of the Puck now. The lane that looked really even at the beginning is completely over now for the Puck. Well, he left the lane anyways, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. Maybe hopefully the viewers at home understand.
Ah, they know. They should know. I'm just a pleb.
A godly pleb, come on. Gotta give the credit.
Yeah, sure. I'll take it.
So Faith Beyond just opening up into now a Midas. Meanwhile, Shadow Demon bottom. Ollie will go down to end. They'll look for more. They'll actually look for Emo. The 2-man Dream Coil comes out, but it's not going to be enough to save him. 5-0 here for EHOME. They'll continue forward with a charge going for Dogfights, hoping for a bash to maybe push him back, but they've got the Pulse Nova anyway, and I don't know if Dogfights is going to be able to make it out of this one, and won't. So a triple kill for End coming in, and this is 6-0 for EHOME.
It's pretty much the worst case scenario for IG here. Trying to gank the Lash Rock with 3 heroes, and instead they get wiped by the Lash Spirit Breaker combo. Meanwhile, Brute is still free farming, and AM is getting pressure top by 2 heroes.
This is heavily falling apart for IG, and Faith Beyond going into that Midas, he's going to farm up even quicker. And then the Lashrak End, who had just gotten a triple kill, he's going into the Yules. Things are looking to be going all Millhouse right now for EHOME.
Yeah, this is the exact early game you're looking for though. If you have this pushing threat, you can really start to mount the pressure soon.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And at what point does Broodmother stop farming and start pushing?
He could already do it now if he wanted to. Like, there's no hero right now that can really stop him from just cutting the wave and hitting the tower.
Bottom, Dream Coil used, Never End, very close to these 3 heroes, trying to make it out of this one, but IG secure their first kill. Jinkyu trying to TP out after the disruption. Dogfights does not have telekinesis, so they'll get just 1. Also something to note, Broodmother, first item, Axe.
That's very interesting. Usually you want to get like a Diffusal Blade before Agon Scepter, just so you're a kill threat on the map. But going this Axe first means you're going to be a lot more mobile and can make even more efficient use of the map.
This is,
I don't know how much I like it though.
We'll see how it works out. Charge top, GGG, ulti comes in, and woof, another blast in the life drain. Almost enough to take out the anti-mage a second time already.
Yeah, this AM is getting pressured a lot this game. You can see he's behind all the enemy cores. What, the Spirit Breaker is actually the same net worth as the anti-mage. One huge Spirit Breaker here. Very farm.
Already has phase boots and charge, but GGG uses the spell shield, looks over at Ferrari, and Jinkyu doesn't exactly want to stay close to this one as the Mana Void will hit heavy and they will get the kill. So Ferrari dies, and Jinkyu from there needs to charge out and will successfully do so. But again, another pick off for IG, so something good coming out of it. Meanwhile, bottom, yeah, they'll go for Ollie. They'll dive where the tier 1 once stood. It's Innocence and End combining their powers to get themselves a kill. It's only a 5-position Shadow Demon, but a kill's a kill right now, especially when you're starting to snowball.
Definitely. Also got the tier 1 tower bottom. And this Puck pick so far didn't really do much of anything. Like with the Puck here, you need to have a really good early game to have impact, and not having that just yet. You can also see the Dire warding here, completely taking over the bottom half of the map.
This one about to expire by their shrine, and they've got one in the lane over here. That one is also close to expiring, and then one in their own jungle as well.
Yeah, this Brute Mother is insanely farmed. Almost sitting at 7k net worth minute 12.
Gonna be a very quick Ags.
Yep.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Omniad in response also went for his own Midas and going into the Radiance. Be able to combat the Brute Mother a little bit better. Top tower getting pushed down by EHOME, not much they can do about it. Partner and Lash is too strong at pushing.
False promise used. Innocence trying to run. GG's here with Ali as well as dogfights. Charge coming all the way across. Looking over. They'll get the first hit bash afterwards. Jinkyu trying to use that ulti, but the disruption comes in. So Jinkyu will continue to give chase. Salve pop by Ali goes into the trees. Should find himself in a safe spot behind this shot, but they've got the charge out onto GGG. Nobody following this up just yet. Fakes the ulti at the anti-mage.
Acting like a boss, trying to, you know, make him feel a little bit scared. Assert dominance here. Going in again.
Commits to the charge, and he could kind of get away with this. He's got the ulti ready, and, well, he just gets disrupted as Ali never TP'd out, and now will finally do so. Meanwhile, Ags will come in for this Broodmother. Faith Beyond. Just so farmed.
Yeah.
That's got to be the fastest Ags, and we don't have a stat guy here, but I'll assume the fastest Ags for a Brood. I don't want to just say fastest Ags.
Yeah, definitely this tournament. I don't know about overall. There's probably some people that just went like straight axe or something. But yeah, having 8.2 can net with minute 13 is insane. And now you have 20 webs. He has no mana though. Can't even cast those webs. Lol. Yeah, entire map just full of gooey stuff suddenly.
I mean, this is exactly what you want. You want to be able to control the entire map, and this Ags does enable that, so you're able to put your webs all over, especially where you're looking to be aggressive, inside your enemy's jungle, and connecting all the way over to your side of the map, so...
I'm surprised he didn't touch the mid tower at all yet, though. Brute is rotating to bot lane as well.
Charge from dogfights. Look at the kill and Innocence coming behind him, though, is Jinkyu. They'll get the charge, hits on two, bashes him up. The disruption is going to be used defensively. They get a quick kill on a dogfight, looking for more. Ollie trying to run as the ulti comes in. Faith Beyond's got himself a double kill. JT getting low, trying to run out of this, but end finally taken out by GG in the Mana Void. However, that is going to be it for the Anti-Mage, and it is a 3-for-2, but again, Faith Beyond getting a lot out of that. And he's going Orchid instead of Diffusal.
Yeah, this rotation instantly paying off with the triple kill. More than likely also gonna result in a hit with tower if they really want to commit to it. Doesn't look like it. Playing it a bit safe here. Brute mana level 15 already. He has more than 1,000 XP per, not 1,000, but more than a level per minute right now. It's insane.
And he's got the 125 spawn Spiderlings damage, the 20% cooldown reduction. I mean, this is just a Brood going off in every single sense of the way.
Yeah, we spoke about it. A Brood with complete freedom has the potential to do this, and he's been playing it perfectly so far.
Has 13, now 12 webs to play with.
Yeah. The only thing I miss a little bit is having the info of how many webs there are actually on the map, you know? Like, you don't have a counter.
There's
Going in on the
gotta
Omni
be
Knight here.
at least 15, but yeah, over mid. JT, very dead. Tier 1, also very dead.
Yeah. This is exactly what you're looking for when you have a push threat. You're snowballing pretty much every lane right now.
He is
No trade
4,000 net worth ahead.
Yeah.
Gonna shred through these towers.
Ah. SB's really playing like a boss. Loving it.
He's playing hyper aggressive, and they're forced to use a Dream Coil just to stop the Spirit Breaker. But you're losing your tower as that's happening.
Yeah, and the result of that is they defended the tier 1 bottom, got a tier 2 middle. Even though it kind of looks like a feat there, it was very well played by him. Giving so much space to his teammates. Orchid now also almost completed on the Brood Mother, another 300. And then this AM and this Brood, the Puck, they're in for a rough one.
Oh boy. What do you do?
But the usual problem still persists. Brood Mother has a hard time going high ground here. So if AM can hold on, IG can hold on, then there's definitely still a chance you can win this game.
Do you still have that problem, though, as Broodmother, when you've now got Ags, you've got access to so many webs, and you've got the help of pushing with Ferrari as well as the Lestrak with Diabolic Edict and the Nether Blast?
Yeah, I suppose the partner was just blasting it down, so... Typical weakness of Broodmother isn't really existent in this lineup, I suppose.
Orchid finished, coming in.
Yep.
Is it Diffusal next? We'll see.
Like, Brood without Diffusal feels very hard to just stay on people, you know? I would like to see, but he definitely needs a BKB as well, so we'll probably see BKB, if anything. Orchid in here.
Yeah, Orchid onto the Omni Knight. We got the charge coming in. Nether Blast will land as well as the Life Drain. Ferrari gets the kill, but the 4 heroes here attacking that Omni Knight, and 5 looking to push.
This tower is gonna fall so fast. They have no glyph. Edict, partner.
Wow.
Tower's gone.
18 minutes. We saw... What was the timing on the set of racks we saw the other day? It was a 3-minute tower, and then that turned into a 20-minute racks or a 13?
21, something like that. I think it was a 21-minute.
Might even see something quicker here. They did take the tier 3 at 18 minutes. Charge comes out onto GGG. Now they've got the ulti used. They're looking for a bash here before he blinks away.
Not getting it though. Battlefield complete now, but it just feels so... This aim needs about 10 minutes from now. Then he'll be able to fight, and they will be able to somehow... I don't know, it's just so hard. There's like no map control. Spirit Breaker's gonna chase his aim around wherever aim is.
Oh gosh, silence onto the puck, and Faith Beyond moving so fast with so much damage. Sees the team behind him. Now changes his efforts over to Ali. He's going so fast. He moves absolutely so fast. 559 movement speed. Gas, gas, gas. And Ali just can't get away. He's getting run down here, and now the help of the rest of EHOME comes in.
Yeah. AM should be cutting waves, trying to cut waves at least. He should not be here. He should be top pressure in the T2 tower. I don't know what he's doing in mid lane. He has no business being here. He won in the sentry instantly. Nice, nice.
BKB
his AM
next.
has to make space for his team now. Or not for the team, just make sure they can't go high ground and end the game. Because right now EHOME is looking to go Roshan and then go high ground right after that. The only way to stop that is by cutting waves and split pushing. Yule's completed on Puck now, so he doesn't really care about the Orchid anymore at least. Once Anti-Mage has his Manta, he will also be alright with the Brood.
Yeah,
We're going for BKB next.
Does this end up being potentially a poor item choice in the Orchid?
I was never a big fan of Orchid and Brood too early, because I feel like if you have Diffu and Medallion, you have Roshan, you have more kill threat on the map, and just in general people are more scared of you. Now you have this Orchid, it doesn't really give you too much, you know?
Charge.
Yeah.
Going on to
Puck.
Emo. But they're also wrapping towards mid. EHOME is...
You can't die here. Didn't react in time though.
Charge comes in as well as the ult. They've laid down this web, so he needs to be careful, and it doesn't get him out of harm's way. The TP, Orchid, not gonna matter.
Yep, a little bit too slow there. Another charge, mid lane on the Omni Knight. Probably gonna cancel that one though. Yep.
Does end up canceling.
They're looking for the BKB here on Brood, and then they'll try to go Roche and then high ground right after, I think. Mac just picked up on the Pugna. BKB as well for the Leshrac. Needs another 2000 gold for that though. Walked up here. Dire jungle. Radiant jungle rather.
But going the opposite direction of where EHOME are, because they're smoked up too, and behind IG, this could be a good wrap for them, and they let the courier fly by. They continue to move forward. That gives them a little bit of a sense of where this IG team is.
Bottom Rex though, they will have to respond here instantly.
And that leaves the anti-mage by himself. So he takes the tower top, but Jin-Q charges in, gets himself a bash, looking to get another one, potentially. GGG does eventually blink out, as the racks start taking a little bit of a beating here from the Brute.
Yeah, but that's what we spoke about. They don't really have catch for this anti-mage at all. And he is going to become a problem if they don't start putting on the pressure soon.
Looking to land the stun onto the puck, but still within the webs now. Yules, another blast, phase shift, and gone.
So hard to catch this puck now to hit the Yules. And there's a lot of space for this anti-mage to farm. Manta almost completed on him. And once he has the Manta online, they can actually team fight the Dire lineup. They need to start getting this Roshan now. Put on some pressure. I don't know why they're taking this game so chill. They're way too relaxed in my opinion.
Yeah, they might want to start to shoot for the jugular here. But they picked up Desolator on Faith Beyond. And, well, they're looking for the BKB on the Shrek. Could that be the time they're looking for? Potentially an Aegis and then the BKB for their position 1?
Oh yeah, of course. It's just, the longer you wait, the stronger this anti-mage gets. And he is the winning condition for the Radiant side, so you don't want to wait too long. Like, if you really want to wait for the BKB, alright. If you really have to, but then it's really go time. I'm doing Roshan right now. Going for Desolator on Brute, by the way. They went for the 30 spider attack damage as well, so going for the full push lineup here. Field build rather, not lineup. On the puck here again.
Just giving Emo
no.
troubles.
Yeah.
Dream Coil placed down, Jin-Q, he'll break it, TP comes in, multiple TPs coming in, there's the charge as well as looking for the ult, but the Yules is out from Emo. And now the Yules, will he be able to get to his illusory orb? No, but he's able to phase shift, so he's alive for a moment longer, blinks up towards the north end of the map. And under the tower, illusory orb once again, charge a little bit late. And, ooh, puck still inside the base and ends up dying.
Yeah. You can see this bulldoze ability. He was coiled, he broke the coil, he was stunned for half a second, if even.
So he doesn't really need to worry about getting hit with that Dream Coil.
Yeah. If you look at the net worth here, the only hero that's really far ahead is the Brute Mother. But Brute falls off quite heavily in late game, so there is still a chance for the Radiant team if Dire doesn't start punishing them soon.
So Faith Beyond. Oh, jeez. Just rips through these buildings.
Every little spider deals plus 30 damage with talent. An insane amount of damage. Look at this mid tower.
Faith Beyond just looking for a spot to go in on. Charge comes out, they've got the Yules here onto the anti-mage, they've silenced up this Spirit Breaker, they'll use the False Promise. Jin-Q now trying to run away, the Dream Coil is going to be placed down on an end, but he's also got himself that Aegis. They'll blink back towards mid, but, you know, they're fighting bottom, mid's gone.
Yeah, they're doing a multi-pronged attack here. Very hard to stop for the Radiant side because the only hero that can really fight right now is the anti-mage. It is damage at least. So wherever the aim is not, the Brute Mother will just start pushing the tower. Or Rex at this point.
They're still looking to fight. And moving forward, they've got the silence out onto this Rubik. They'll use the Mana Void. It doesn't actually get the kill here onto end. They don't have the Aegis on a Faith Beyond, but I don't know if he's going to carry all too much. He looks over at JT, doing a lot of damage. Needs to finally get away as he's been disrupted. So Faith Beyond, we held up for a moment to let the rest of IG escape.
Yeah, but you can also see here, the Radiant can't fight the Dire side. But now, oh, never mind. Brute Mother just got a BKB delivered. It's gonna be so much harder now for Radiant to actually fight. They might just give up, have to give up a side here. Potentially even two.
And we'll see what they end up giving up. The BKB is going to be Pop Faith Beyond going in. You'll put the silence here onto the Rubik behind the tier 4s. The disruption keeping him alive, but now Ali, he's got nowhere to go. Faith Beyond gets the kill. He's going to be dominating, make it a double kill as he takes out dogfights. The two supports are gone with the buyback coming out from the Rubik. Meanwhile, your bottom set of racks are in trouble. Faith Beyond not moving away. The Dream Core is going to be used as well as the Waning Rift. So we'll get silence on the Jin-Q as well as Faith Beyond, but they look over at GGG, trying to get away, blinks away, and moving in with the Pulse Nova, but these heroes forced back on IG. They took the set of racks over bottom and now looking over mid. Faith Beyond could get in there and just quickly kill it, but he is without his BKB for a little bit of a moment longer. And lifted up, thrown down, still not dead, being healed up by Innocence. They've got the ults out on a Jinkyu. The stun hits on a GGG. The damage coming out from Faith Beyond. They'll use the Guardian Angel, and now Mana Void thrown again, but doesn't get them anything.
It was a bit of an optimistic one. He's like, maybe you have 0 mana, I'm gonna kill all of you. Oh, nope. They have half mana. Unfortunate. But yeah, the EHOME side finally pulling the trigger. BKB on Brute just enabled them to take 2 sides of Rex. Very well played by EHOME here. They see their timing as well. But game's not over yet. Now IG only has to worry about one side, so they can't really get split up anymore, which could potentially make it easier for them to defend.
Oh, charge through.
Can't kill this guy.
Omni Knight, Fortune's End, placed down. Jinkyu still being so much of a nuisance here, continuing to stay in the faces of this IG team. They've got themselves the kill on Al. He's going to be dead for 60 seconds. The BKB is going to be popped here by Faith Beyond, looking over at dogfights. The 2 supports are going to be gone once again. Charge, phase shift, staying alive is Emo. They don't have the tier 2 down yet, so they can't exactly look for the tier 3 in racks.
Yeah, and both supports no buyback to the spot back, died, dead for about 40 each. And defending this Rex is gonna be
quite hard.
Quite hard.
GGG, he's got to stay on the front lines. They've got the Dream Core that's only going to hit on the Faith Beyond. It silenced the Spirit Breaker for a moment. The charge comes in. GGG forced to go back once again. The Fortune is going to come out. JT pushed back, hit with the ulti from the Spirit Breaker. GGG forced to blink away once again. And GG will be called by IG. Faith Beyond takes over the game, steps on the gas, gives the initial D, and wins the game for EHOME.
The Faith Beyond show made it look very easy. If you want to learn how to play Brute Meta, that's a good starting point. And if you want to learn how to master Brute Meta, of course, go watch me. But not part of the topic here.
His XPM was 813, his GPM was 841. I still want to know if that was the fastest Brood Ags ever picked up.
What was it, minute 13?
Minute 13.
Very, very possible, yeah. I mean, just look at the net worth compared to all the other heroes. He's like double almost everybody.
He just got away. His lane didn't start out great either.
Yeah, even put on a lot of pressure on him, but then that one death he had really put him, I set him back a lot. And after, he never really had any impact on his Puck either. Like, Puck is such a volatile hero. If you don't destroy the entire early game and mid game, you just have no impact later on.
Yeah, there was really not much IG showed in this series. And not much that they showed in this game.
Both games.
Yeah. And EHOME, where for a second it looked like this game was going to start shaky, they were fine. And Faith Beyond played mid. 9-0-4. But even with Faith Beyond being the star of this, Jinkyu, 4-1-14, always in the face of IG, involved in 18 of their 20 kills. He played this game perfectly as the Spirit Breaker.
Yeah, I mean, you can also see his net worth. It's like 10,000. He has the same net worth as the enemy Puck, basically. He played the hero really well. He always... You know, like, there's a lot of Spirit Breakers that like run into 5 heroes and die, but he always knew exactly what he can do, what he cannot do. The one time he died top was to create space for his team to take 2 towers. And there's really nothing you can say about the Jinkyu performance. It was really, really good.
I wonder what IG have left in the tank, especially after such a good group stage performance and EHOME being the weakest of the 4 teams according to the group stage standings to be in this playoffs. But that 2-0 there says otherwise.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, EHOME definitely performing really well in both these games. They played way better than in the group stage, and I'm excited to see more of them. Maybe they finally found this right, you know? You're like, group stage, whatever. Playoffs is where we'll turn it on.
Potentially just holding back in the group stage just a little bit, and now finally turning it on for the playoffs, because you get those 4 wins, you secure yourself a spot. Now you're in the playoffs. This is where it's all on the line, and they breezed through that first series. So they'll be up against the winner of CDC RNG, which is currently 1-0 CDC. And with this series coming to an end, that is it for us, and it's been a fun time. So appreciate you guys for watching, and we'll be back hopefully maybe soon. Who knows?
Yeah, see you guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Appreciate you, and have a good night.